Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the Nosferatu, a Symphony of Horror Count Orlok figure from NECA Toys. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks fantastic and really just as we've expected from NECA, especially from their horror stuff. Fantastic sculpt, really just great proportions all around. As you can see, kind of get them more into a bit of a neutral position here. But yeah, proportions are exactly what they should be, very tall and lanky. Just as Count Orlok looked. Obviously it's a black and white film, so we do not know the colors, but I think going with this kind of olive drab for the jacket is very nice. Definitely like sensible choice. You get the pants here, just kind of, he's got skinny jeans going. I forget the name of these types of shoes, but very well sculpted. Again, just all black. We do get looks like hints of a dry brush here on the pants, which is really nice. Kind of just gives it some nice, little bit of life. I wish they did that a little bit to the jacket here. It falls a little bit flat, just because, again, I think just a dry brush of some sort would really kind of make it look a little more realistic. Other than that, very nice. Same for the little shirt ascot thing here in the middle. Pardon me, I think this does look like there's a little bit of a dry brush there, but yeah, I just didn't even notice that till now. The light's hitting it just kind of the right way. So obviously you don't notice it in certain lights, just my camera here. And then we get to that face sculpt and spot on, just incredible sculpt. Paint is great as well, kind of brings out the eyes. The hair is done very nicely. And yeah, just really, really good all around. I mean, they really just knocked out of the park here. Again, just a couple subtle things. Try not to pick it apart, but just some things I would have liked to have seen, again, mostly with the kind of bringing out the details, but overall, fantastic looking figure. We get a great assortment of accessories here, so let's jump right in. And starting with hands, right out of the box, we do get a pair of just kind of like splayed out hands for both left and right, pretty much the same posture. Then I guess we'll go with left since there's fewer. We get this sort of gripping hand that doesn't go all the way through. I'm still trying to figure out what this is for. There's no picture of it on the back of the box. It's not open here on the bottom. I think it might be for holding one of the keys. It kind of looks like it goes in there. Kind of like that. It seems to hold it pretty well. So that's going to be my guess for now. And then we get not just the left, but we get a pair of his kind of feral hands. Absolutely love these. Probably my favorite of the group. So really cool long nails there. Really nice work with the paint as well. Just a kind of purplish bluish tint going into the white. And then we get a bunch of right hands. So we do get a gripping hand that is open on the bottom. This is specifically for another accessory. This is for, like, we're just gonna kind of like jump around here for the quill. And the quill just kind of sits in there. This is brilliantly done, by the way. I'm probably gonna mess this up because I'm trying to do it through my lens as opposed to just like looking at it. There we go. So there you go. Holds a quill perfectly. Like that's brilliant. That's fantastic work. That might be my favorite thing NECA's ever done here. So it's really good stuff. And speaking of that quill, just the feather sculpt looks pretty dirty. You get all that white paint going on there, but still really cool. Then we get another gripping hand. It's kind of cupped, so I'm assuming that is for the other accessory here. I'm assuming this is for either the inkwell. You can see it kind of holds it like that. There's also a port there on the top of the inkwell for the quill. You can see some little nice dry brushing going on there as well. Or the bottle. And the bottle does not hold it quite as well, so I don't know if that's true or not, but can hold either. So there's that. Then we get another gripping hand. This one has all the way through. Kind of looks like some of the Predator gripping hands. And not sure exactly which one this one's for. Maybe this one's for the bottle. Try that. Yeah, that kind of works. So he's got a sip on it. There you go. So you got that, and then then the clawed hands. So then we get 3 different head sculpts. So right out of the box, we do get kind of the neutral fangs kind of showing there, looking straight forward. Then we get this kind of eyes slightly angled up with that scowl going on. Beautifully done. And then finally, we get the looking off to the side, kind of mischievous, kind of a smile. Beautiful portrait. Love it. And then speaking of his head, we do get this hat, which fits on all of the heads very nicely. So that's pretty cool. In terms of the angling, you can see it kind of folds over here. I think that's supposed to go off here to the left or the right. To the left, maybe a little bit. Seems to be the way it fits the best for me. So there you go. Fits on pretty securely as well. Very, very nice. So we looked at all of these, even the bottle. Again, just kind of plain black. Really cool shape. I really like that. So there's that. Then we get, let's look at the keys we talked about. So definitely the old style key. These are plastic. Be very careful with it. I'm a little paranoid of that, but the chain itself is actual metal. So that's kind of nice. And as you can see, we just get a whole bunch of keys going on there. Then finally, last accessory, we do get this piece of parchment with all this writing on it. And I think I'm holding that upside down. There we go. Pardon me. So you can see some symbols, some writing, some math of some sort. And then in the back, we get to some more of the same. And then finally it ends here. So yeah, really cool. And that will do it for accessories. Articulation balance here, really nice considering. And this is not a character that would ever have to be delivering roundhouse kicks to the face or anything like that, but you can make it happen. And that is a beautiful thing. As you can see, freestanding kicks. This took a little bit of work, mostly because my foam floor here, but on my table that's below it, I got this into a freestanding kick pretty much immediately, which is crazy. But looking at the finer points, just a little bit here, we do have a ball joint here on the head. We have a separate neck piece going into a ball joint, and we can bury the chin all the way down. Beautiful. You can look up decently, though we are going to run into the overlay for the jacket here. So we're looking up a little bit. We do get some nice tilt and, of course, rotation for the arms, hinge and swivel, coming up into a nice T. Rotate that elbow, and we do have single joints, but we're going respectively past 90. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. We get a ball joint here at the waist, which isn't going to give you a ton, but it does give you some. So you get a little bit forward, you get a little bit back, you get a little bit tilt, you get some rotation, which is what allowed us to get that kick really. Then the legs are on our standard ball joint assemblies, so you can see the pants there. And come out. You'd probably be able to get full splits if the jacket wasn't there, but still, even with the jacket there, that's pretty good, especially because of the split in the back. And then the front kick, get to about there. There's just too much material. It's too heavy, so you're getting about that much. We do get thigh swivel. We get single jointed knees, which bring us just to / slightly past 90. We get some rotation there as well. And then for the ankles, we do get rotation. We get about that much point, about that much forward. I don't know why this is not focusing. There we go. And some really nice rocker both in and out. So that'll do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other NECA horror. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons, Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on Nosferatu Count Orlok figure from NECA is that this is a utterly fantastic figure. I think they nailed so much about Count Orlok, and brought it with the accessories. The aesthetics are 100% on point. Just absolutely just fantastic. And if you're as big a fan of the movie as I am, then I think this is a must-have. This or the black and white version, which I don't have and I'm definitely considering. Yeah, other than that, I really can't recommend it enough. So yeah, wish you the best of luck in finding it. It's available from various sources, both online, and I'm pretty sure this is showing up on shelves, or has shown up on shelves in past months, probably up until now. So yeah, go out there and get it. But that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if that's the case, pardon me, I hope to see you back here, because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, of course, pro wrestling, and more. So yeah, come on back, let's escape the world for a while, talk about some plastic. But really, at the end of the day, I just hope you're well, hope that all of your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.